Hey everyone, MARKCHES here. Welcome to the channel, and for today's video, we are going to talk about the KT7 from Anta in this beautiful KOI colorway. So guys, I have been testing this KOI colorway of the KT7 from Anta. I actually have the Roco plus this more GR colorway. I don't know the name of this colorway, but it looks pretty clean. I've been loving the KT7. If I am double downing on some sneakers, buying two pairs, it means that I really like the sneaker, and that's one of the main reasons why I bought the KOI colorway. But I think that's an excuse, but the main reason why I bought the KOI colorway was I was really mesmerized with the design of this sneaker. I mean, the upper. Before we talk about the performance, let's talk about the design again of this KOI colorway. Look at that upper. It really looks like KOI. That painting, the brush strokes from the forefoot to the tongue part, it is shiny, just like KOI. And if you are looking at the sneaker, you can see that there's kind of a 3D effect, which I mentioned in the unboxing of this KOI colorway. You can see that it kind of looks like water is flowing from the upper. So it's like a slimy, of course the skin of the KOI is kind of slimy because it's a fish. And they really translated it really nicely on this colorway. And that's one of the main reasons why I bought this. Plus, it has a different lacing system compared to the traditional laces found in the GR release. This has a BOA lacing system. So when you click it, you can adjust it to tighten it and just click it back so that it will loosen up the sneaker. I mean, the design here, and of course, even the scales around the sneaker. In the medial part, you can see these are the scales of the fish. So KOI, of course, that's why it's very famous in Chinese culture, is it means it will give you good luck. So mostly Chinese families, if they have a big house, they usually have a pond and they will put KOIs there for good luck, for good fortune, so that they will have good fortune that will come to their family. So now let's talk about the performance difference of the KOI colorway compared to the regular edition KT7. The main difference is, of course, the upper of the KOI features a different material from the toe area, which is also fused and plastic, but it is more shiny. And even on the lateral part, you can see on the GR, the plastic or the fusing ends up on the lower part of the midfoot, but on the KOI, it goes up to the entire upper of the sneaker. And the main reason why it has that, because this is a different lacing system. It has the BOA. So it needs a little bit more structure to the upper so that when you tighten it, it will hug your foot better and give you more support laterally. Upon the performance test, it works. It really hugs my foot laterally. The support is really there. And I would say, given that this is a heavily fused upper, a very plastic upper, it still is kind of soft. It bends more. So it's really, really soft. It's not that thick plastic that is kind of clunky. So this one doesn't need that much breaking time, which I really like. And as for the tongue part of this KOI colorway, it has this satin-like feel fabric. So it's soft, it's shiny to give the same effect of the KOI, but still, in terms of performance, still soft, very comfortable around the tongue. And as for the tongue height, it's pretty much the same on both. Oh no, the tongue of the KOI, sorry, is a little bit wider compared to the tongue of the regular ones. Yeah, it's a little bit tighter so that the BOA won't touch your skin and give you discomfort. So this one is a little bit wider here, but in terms of height, it's relatively the same. And as for the height of the sneaker, pretty much the same here around the ankle. So both are high cut sneaker. At the back part, just the same, different material, but still the same feel, I would say. So heel containment for the BOA and lockdown still very good. There's no heel slippage, just crank up the BOA laces. And if you're asking me if does it hurt when you really tighten it, because that's what I experienced in the Jordan 33, which also had the similar BOA lacing system, which they are calling the Fast Fit. That had a little bit of discomfort around the ankle, this part. So with this one, I didn't feel it. So I guess they placed the wires really nicely so that you won't feel that discomfort around the ankle, because you will really feel it if there's a lot of wires here in the midfoot and it's not widely spaced and the wires are pulled together in just one area. It will give you discomfort, especially if you tighten the sneaker. But the KT7 KOI colorway didn't give me that, so I would say they're pretty comfortable given that this has a BOA lacing system for a basketball sneaker. Because usually it doesn't work on basketball sneakers because, like I've said, in basketball, you tend to really bend your foot so much, especially when you're shifting and when you're doing your first step. So that's why they really did a good job in the BOA placement of the KT7s. So good job, Anta, on that. And moving on to the midfoot part, of course, this also has the Nitro Edge foam found in the KT7. It's a full-length slab, and the stability bar is still here the same. It's a carbon fiber, and of course even on the base, carbon fiber, guys. So it's really nice, gives you a very nice stability, midfoot support on the KT7, plus this extra puck here. Of course, the Smart Sam found here at the bottom, which gives extra impact protection to the sneaker, and still very nice in terms of impact protection. And as for the Nitro Edge foam, it's not the thickest, but still very, very bouncy in the forefoot. As for the heel, impact protection still very nice, even though it's a thin slab of nitro injected foam. So you're very close to the ground too. At the same time, still very responsive. There's a lot of bounce in the sneaker, given that Nitro Edge foam, and this one is really nice. I would say, of course, this 3D support system that they put here really hugs your ankle heel very nicely, especially if you're doing lateral support. That is one thing if you're someone who likes stability and support in the sneaker. Guys, you should try out Anta's KT7, even if it's not this KOI colorway. It is really solid in terms of that aspect. It has a very nice cushion. The support is awesome. That's one of the main highlights of the KT7s. The support is really, really good. Of course, the stability that you will be getting out of this one has a wide base. You can see that outrigger really protruding. So if you're looking for quick balance for a jump shot, and if you don't want to roll your ankle, this one I think would be one of the nicest sneaker to have if you have weak ankles. The KT7 is a must try. Now let's talk about the outsole of the KOI. It has this white clear outsole, then it transitions to this blue color in the midfoot going to the heel part. So it kind of looks like water. That's pretty cool on this colorway. Comparing it to the outsole of the regular edition, this one has some yellowish outsole. So in terms of rubber compounds, the same depth, but in terms of grip, it kind of have a difference in terms of the bite on the floor compared to the regular edition with this one and my Roku colorway. The Roku colorway and this one bites harder by a bit. I mean, for a dusty floor, because the last time I wore this too, it was really dusty, but it still was gripping. But I need to wipe this outsole more compared to the outsole of the regular ones. I don't know if there's a factor on the color of the outsole, because given that this is clearer compared to the more yellowish outsole of this one, they have different rubber material being used here in this too. So I think it plays a factor, because like I've been testing some sneakers where there's a light colored outsole, and when I'm trying out a darker outsole, I remember the Kyrie's had that, the Kyrie 5 that I had, the black outsole, the taco colorway that I had, compared to the SpongeBob's The SpongeBob's bit a little bit harder compared to the taco colorway. So I think the color of the outsole is a factor on the bite of the outsole, but it's still good, but not as good as the bite on the regular ones. But when I was using this, I didn't feel the weight that much compared to the regular one. So I would say not much difference between the weight. As for the sizing between these two sneakers, go true to size for regular footers, and wide footers, go half a size up. And if you're above 10, there's no half size, unfortunately, for Anta. You have to go a full size up. And like I've said in my previous videos, while I was reviewing the GH3 and the KT7, I think Anta adjusted their sizing and kind of made the sizing similar to the US brands. So before, I was just US 10 on the KT6, but on the KT7, I went true to size with my true to size US 11. I'm US 11 usually in Nike, and Anta US 11 right now, and even on my GH3. As for the pricing of these two sneakers, this is 8,000 pesos, while the KOI is a limited edition and it has a different lacing system. This is 10,000 pesos and it comes with all the souvenir shenanigans. This one is one part of the pair. This is a box of one pair. Plus there's a keychain that you heard clicking inside. So this is the keychain that is really thick. It's heavy. And the other one, the other one on my pair. And this one also comes in this clear plastic. So it's more for displaying. If you want to display this KOI, you can put it together like that. And the other box is just down here. So it's together with the KOI design here. It looks really dope too. So that's it on my performance review on the KOI colorway of the KT7. Still a solid performer, and if you can still, or if you are interested in this pair, still I think available in Anta Glorieta, but in limited sizes already. So if you're smaller, you have a smaller foot, I think the size 9 and the 8s have a couple of sizes. And this one is 10,000 pesos, guys. So it's a little bit more expensive, given that this is more premium in terms of design or material, and it has a different tech in it. So that's it on my performance review of the Anta KOI colorway. If you have this, let me know what you think about the sneaker. Do you agree with me in terms of the performance? And let me know if you are planning to cop this pair. So that's it for me today. Thank you again for dropping by. I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.